Welcome to another video production from Slater Dozier Railroad Media. In this video, I do a lot of traveling over the southeastern United States and I get a lot of trains in the process. We start this video on the morning of June 8th, 2023 in Winder, Georgia. I had always wanted to catch a train passing Gainesville and Midland 210 number 208, and my wish would be granted by CSX M583 rolling through Winder with a YN2 CW44AC leading. I would then stop in Manchester, Georgia, a well-known CSX hotspot, to take a break from driving and wait on some trains. I would walk on the bridge over the yard, which had opened to automobile traffic since I was in Manchester last, to catch intermodal train CSX IO25. CSX M648 would depart Manchester once the end of IO25's train had cleared the signal at 5th Avenue. My final train in Manchester would be CSX M541 with more of the usual CSX GEVO power. I wouldn't see another train until I got to Catherine, Alabama, where I saw NS 384 departing the siding there with a BNSF GEVO leader. I would turn around and beat 384 to Safford, Alabama. The following day, I would head down to Jackson, Alabama to catch NS A33 heading south over the Tombigbee River drawbridge. ES44AC NS 8023 would lead this train over the 73-year-old drawbridge. I would meet up with some friends in Sims, Alabama the next day. We would follow CN A48971 with a pair of SD70M-2s from Sims to the south end of Cloy siding.
detector, mile 47.2. Northbound, no defects. Temperature 82 F. Total axles 324. Speed 41. Detector out.
I would be back in Sims 4 days later to weigh on CN A489 again, this time with a trio of BNSF motors.
Detector, mile 15.2. Northbound, no defects. Length of train 4398. Temperature 83. Total axles 286. Speed 45.
I would catch another good A489 the next day at Belt Junction in Mobile, Alabama. Like all Class 1 railroads, CN is very strict about positive train control, and has been known to consistently Y power at Belt Junction to have a leader equipped with PTC going north. This was one of those cases where the crew Y'd the power, but something good was leading back to the train. While Dash 9s are a common sight on railroads like Norfolk Southern and Burlington Northern Santa Fe, they are a dying breed on Canadian National, who has begun sending their Dash 9 power off to Wabtec in Fort Worth, Texas to be rebuilt into AC-44 C6Ms. Furthermore, CN 2204 is one of a handful of CN Dash 9s that have the class lights in the nose of the engine. I would get CN 2204 leading back to the train and move to a crossing further north to catch BNSF 6420 leading the train north to Hattiesburg in Jackson, Mississippi, and A489's final destination of Memphis, Tennessee. On June 19th, I would catch a few Norfolk Southern trains in my hometown of Thomasville, Alabama. NS-384 would roll by Gates Drive Park first with an AC-44C6M leading 2-9s. An hour later, counterpart train NS-385 would roll through with SD-70 ACE NS-1001, leading a -9 on the head end along with SD-70 ACE NS-1120 as the mid-train pusher. Later that afternoon, I would catch NS-183 downtown with an AC-44C6M leading a -9. Another AC-44C6M would be the DPU. A couple of days later, I would catch CSXT 5458 leading a southbound intermodal train through Hartselle, Alabama. On July 1st, I would be back at Gates Drive Park to catch NS-385 with a pair of ES-44ACs, with NS-8121 leading KCSM 4661. On my way back to South Carolina on July 3rd, I would stop in Locust Grove, Georgia to catch a couple of NS trains, the first being grain train NS 55V. 55V would come into Locust Grove as soon as I got parked with a DC GEVO leading two SD70 ACEs. NS-219 would roll into Locust Grove minutes later, with SD-70 IAC NS-1220 on the head end of the train. NS-1070, the Wabash Heritage Unit, would make a surprise appearance as the mid-DPU of the train. I would take another break from driving in Cornelia, Georgia to wait on NS-283 with a trio of GEVOs, the first two being from BNSF and the last one being from CSX. Continuing north, I would stop in Toccoa, Georgia to catch NS-153 with a 2x1 lash-up of NS AC-44 C6Ms. On July 4th, I would wait at the station in Greenville, South Carolina for a friend riding a 5-hour late Amtrak 19. SD40-2 NS3315 would be the yard power in Greenville, and Amtrak 19 would arrive and depart Greenville with a trio of Elephant-style P-42 DCs.